What up, though? Detroit Red Entertainment, the real Detroit news and opinion. The real Detroit, not the fake ass Blood Crip Vice Lord GD Detroit. New Era Detroit. Detroit will breed Black Lives Matter terrorist organization Detroit. But the real Detroit. What up, though? This video, R. Kelly did it. But did he really do it? You know, you know, R. Kelly, man, R. Kelly, they've been working on this for a long, long time. They've been working on this moment for a long time. And I can say for a long time too. Because this thing go all the way back to Aaliyah. They even brung Aaliyah up in the court case. And I said, okay, well, there was no charges pressed on R. Kelly for Aaliyah. There was no investigation on Aaliyah. There was no criminal shit on R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Even with the fake ass marriage, which I don't believe that shit. And it came out in the courtroom that the guy that got the paper, that R. Kelly didn't even know nothing about the marriage certificate. The nigga didn't know nothing about the ID they supposed to got. Now I talked to somebody in Chicago, that's from Chicago. And I asked them, can you get a state ID from the welfare building? But I think they said that you can get, they had some type of IDs. It wasn't a state ID, but it was like some type of food stamp ID or some type of ID you get for cash checks, some shit. I'll get back with you on that one if I can make myself clear on that, because I don't want to give y'all no bullshit. But it wasn't a state ID that they got from the welfare building where the guy said he got the ID from. You know, and when you're getting married, you know, I was around somebody that was getting married, right? And I know they had to produce state IDs. They had to get a blood test. They took some blood from them, and this was like a shotgun, like some shit you would see going down at Vegas. But they didn't get married in Vegas. You know, they went from Florida and drove to Georgia and got married. You know, so. But I know that they had to take some blood. They took a blood test, and then they had to present their IDs and their social security cards before they got married. I don't know how they do it in Chicago, but the shit didn't make sense. Shit don't make no sense, no way, not to me. But for them to bring up Aaliyah in that court case, and there was no charges filed on R. Kelly, and Aaliyah was not mentioned in shit in the first trial, and but they bring up Aaliyah at this point. So to me, I won't say that Aaliyah had to be a federal agent. She had to be an informant. Somebody was working with the feds for them to even bring Aaliyah up. Because where did they get that information from? Who talking to the feds about Aaliyah? So I'm saying it's an informant. It was an informant working for the feds at the time when Aaliyah was messing with R. Kelly. And then they was playing R. Kelly. I don't know if y'all ever seen this video where they say this will make you sick. And they got R. Kelly and Aaliyah dressed alike. And Aaliyah supposed to have been like a little girl, young age. But her and R. Kelly dressed alike. And I watched the video and I said, R. Kelly uncomfortable. He don't like that shit he got on. But the managers, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Them being on the same record label and them working together, somebody said this would be a good idea for y'all to dress alike in this interview. Just like the Temptations dressed alike, just like New Edition dressed alike, or any group, any performing group would have the same outfit on, you know. So, but the media with their semantics, you know, um, played R. Kelly and tried to make R. Kelly look like he's some type of sick pervert when anybody with common sense, and I guess sense ain't common, or everybody in on the fix, as far as these motherfuckers on YouTube, gonna try to play R. Kelly like he's some sick freak because he dressed like Aaliyah. And most motherfuckers in the industry know that music people or a group, they wears the same outfit. See, R. Kelly been getting played from the very beginning of his career. The FBI been on this nigga ass in his circle since the very beginning. And I'm telling you that somebody from Aaliyah camp is a motherfucking informant. And Barry Hankerson know more than what he know. I think Barry Hankerson and the Nation of Islam in the very beginning was putting together some extortion. You know, that's what I think. And I think Farrakhan put Barry Hankerson on R. Kelly to extort R. Kelly, and they came up with some bullshit. You know, it probably wasn't hard to find out this nigga was probably over sexually active or sexually over sexual, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? Hypersexual or whatever. And what I found out about these people is that sex, anything dealing with sex and porn or all that shit come from these people. When you hear something about sex with an entertainer or anybody else, it comes from these people. Because they is the master of that shit. Even in a manifesto, they talk about how they was gonna bring down our favorite entertainers. Go check it out. It's called Manifesto. I think it's 79 or 84. Um, it's been around. I've been knowing about it for about 6 years. You know, and actually, I done seen the shit play out on the federal level side. Not, I don't watch the whole thing play out from Penn State when they talk about they was gonna be attacking our our sons in gymnasiums. What happened to the people at Penn State? They said they was gonna be attacking our young boys. What happened to the young boys in the Boy Scout? Them motherfuckers fought tooth and nails. These motherfuckers fought tooth and nails to get into the Boy Scouts. And when they got into the Boy Scouts, what happened? They sent a motherfucker in there to molest them little boys. See, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that these motherfuckers is vicious. They vicious, they violent, they conniving, they manipulating, and everything else to it. And I don't fuck with them. care how nobody feel, none of that shit. I don't fuck with them. I don't even want that motherfucking energy around me, you know. And I don't give a fuck. I'm like Malcolm X said, you know. Malcolm X said it, and I'm gonna say it just like he said it. It ain't shit I'm ashamed of, and you'll never be able to beat shit over my head, because I don't give a fuck. And that's just for the motherfuckers that's violating my Fourth Amendment, you know, violating my Fourth Amendment rights every day with this motherfucking cell phone. They can turn on my camera when they want to. They can listen to me when they want to. They got a motion signal, a motion sensor on this motherfucker. Every time you move, they got shit on this motherfucker that can check your heartbeat, see how fast your heart beating and your respiration. You know what I'm saying? You know, clearly the government has let somebody create these cell phones that violates our Fourth Amendment, that violates my Fourth Amendment. You know what I'm saying? So I only can talk about me. You know, sometimes I get caught up into the we. But listen, when I say we, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking in the third party, third person. So when you hear me say we, understand that I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about me in the third person. It's like reading the Quran. When you read the Quran, it say we and us and we. And motherfucker be talking about who is the us and who is the we. You know. Yeah. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna say that Aaliyah and her camp was FBI informants, and for them to bring up Aaliyah in this trial without any charges being pressed on R. Kelly or any investigation on Aaliyah and R. Kelly or anybody, any um, criminal investigation or nothing done on R. Kelly and Aaliyah. R. Kelly and Aaliyah is being played out in a court of public opinion. And see, them motherfuckers could get in the courtroom and say whatever the fuck they want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go out and say again, Aaliyah and her camp is federal informants. You know, Barry Hankerson and the Nation of Islam uh, uh, for that white boy to say that the video of R. Kelly, the sex video of R. Kelly was given to him by the FBI. I want to say that Farrakhan and um, Barry was in a plot to extort R. Kelly for money. And I don't think the Nation of Islam is doing too well financially. You know what I'm saying? The membership's low. You know, right now Farrakhan can't even get 100,000 people to watch this video. I don't even think it's 100,000 Nation of Islam no more. The Nation of Islam got Mexicans in there now. You know, it's equality now. It ain't even, you know, Elijah Muhammad was strictly to what they call the black man, the so-called Negro, as as Elijah Muhammad said, the so-called Negro. You know, Farrakhan and brung in Scientology. Farrakhan that let Mexicans in. You know, the Nation of Islam was exclusive. Now it's equality. You know what I'm saying? That's that 50C13 shit. You gotta let everybody in. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a gay Nation of Islam. It's coming. You know, it gotta come. Cause they can't 501c3 can't discriminate. You see what happened to Morehouse? Morehouse had to let in these. LeBron James with the wig. But Morehouse said that they had to say that they was men though. They can wear their wig, but they have to identify as a man. I said, what kind of shit is that? You gonna bring some motherfuckers with wigs on the campus to fuck up these men? That's that 50C13. That's that government shit. When you take money from the government, that's what happened to you. You know. So the tape, I asked myself, how did this tape get all around America? Who mass produced this tape? The porn world. See, this thing here is so motherfucking big. You got the porn industry involved. And I'm going to say the porn industry involved because Pornhub is on the porn sites. You know, who uploaded it to the porn sites? Who mass produced this R. Kelly sex tape where it can reach homes all across America? And thousands of people, people in Chicago, people in Detroit, people in New York, people all over the fucking country saw this sex tape. Who mass produced this sex tape? So I'm gonna tell y'all who I think all involved. This is the R. Kelly theory. This is my theory. That you had the industry, the entertainment industry, you had the porn industry, you had the justice system, you know. And it's funny how some of the same players that's trying to take Trump down and fucking with R. Kelly. Avenatti attacked Trump. Avenatti attacked R. Kelly. Gloria Albert attacked Trump. Same as R. Kelly. You know, Time's Up, Me Too attacked Trump. Same as R. Kelly. It was funny how R. Kelly was living in the Trump. You know, I saw that shit. I was like, God damn. You know, y'all know that woman. What's her name? I got her name somewhere. But the white lady that was representing the victims, do y'all know she is the one that brought the case against Texas to the Supreme Court for Roe v. Wade? You know, that's who this lady is. This lady is nothing but the devil walking. You know what I'm saying? She is the reason why so many, what they call black people, is aborting all these. And the fight right now is to kill as many as black babies in the womb as they can. And the Democrats right now are trying to pass a law where they can kill a baby hanging out a woman on her umbilical cord, a 9-month baby. They can kill this now. If the woman says she don't want this baby, and this baby coming out kicking, screaming, arms, feet, eyes, hanging on to the umbilical cord, that doctor can kill that baby. This is what the Democrats is trying to do in Washington right now. And it's funny how a lot of Democrats was on board with this R. Kelly shit. One Kamala Harris standing with Time's Up with her fist in the air. But Jesse Smollett and his sister. You know. Who was these women that came out with the mute R. Kelly shit? And y'all don't find it funny that this happened in Brooklyn, where Jay-Z is from? And Jay-Z, R. Kelly took Jay-Z for $75 million. $75 million in R. Kelly pocket. Ain't got nothing to do with the industry. That was on him. That's his money. You know. 75 million. Jay-Z and Rockefeller had to pay R. Kelly. And you see why Dame Dash went so hard talking about he raped my girl, he raped my girl. That was some whole shit, dang dad. Nigga, Aaliyah was raped, and I'm a Detroit nigga. And if them niggas was from Detroit, and Aaliyah got raped by R. Kelly, I think something would have happened to R. Kelly because we not too fond of tree jumpers. You know, and if I thought R. Kelly was a tree jumper, I wouldn't even be on this motherfucker talking about R. Kelly. So, I'm going to say this. Everybody, Don Russell was an informant for the FBI. How that motherfucker got into he didn't even know R. Kelly. You know, he was just showing up, according to his homeboy, he was just showing up in spots where R. Kelly was at, getting pictures and shit. You know what Tupac said? Tupac said, when you go into a city, it'll be one person with the weed, another nigga can get the drinks, another nigga can get the weed, and another nigga got some girls. And they like, oh shit, well come on, everybody hang out with me. Tupac don't even know these niggas. They don't even know the motherfuckers they around. Everybody that was around R. Kelly from day one was federal agents. Do y'all know the Proud Boys? The leader of the Proud Boys is an FBI informant. Do y'all know that Antifa got FBI agents and ex-military people? It was an FBI agent that got caught at this rally on not too long ago for the soldiers, for the people that got caught up in January 6th shit. And they pulled an FBI agent. It might not even be on the thing no more, on YouTube no more. But they pulled an FBI agent out the crowd, and when they was arresting the guy had to let the police know that he was a federal agent. And they was like, "Well, where your service weapon at? Where your badge at?" You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And the feds brought the case on R. Kelly due to surviving R. Kelly. The motherfuckers wasn't even doing no investigation on R. Kelly. They wasn't investing in R. Kelly. And you can go pull it up on YouTube where the federal agent out of Illinois said that they brought the charges against R. Kelly because of that motherfucking surviving R. Kelly. You know. And in my opinion, everybody that's involved from the child pornography to this Mann Act case and racketeering case, everybody involved is a federal informant. R. Kelly had federal informants all around him all the time, and they've been building this case on this nigga, you know, for whatever reason. If it's his catalog, a lot of people say the industry did it for the catalog. They might be doing it for fun. Y'all seen that movie Trading Places? You seen Trading Places? How they brought down the white boy and they put Eddie Murphy in his place, and it was a joke for $1. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe none of that shit because I don't think one tape. I don't think R. Kelly produced and mass produced this tape for this tape can go all over America. I don't believe that. There's no way that one tape should have got to hundreds of thousands of tapes, maybe millions of tapes. One child pornography, one tape turned into hundreds of thousands of tapes for many people in America can watch this tape. This tape was sold out on street corners. This tape was sold. I'm telling you, that DVD was all. Well, that wasn't a DVD. That was a VHS. That VHS tape was all over the place. I remember a girl calling me, talking about I got the tape. I was like, I don't want to see that shit. They was like, well, she got it. They got it. They had it in Detroit. Many people had it in Detroit. And motherfuckers in New York said they seen it. So R. Kelly mass produced this tape. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go out and say that this was a motherfucking plot from the very beginning, and everybody that been in R. Kelly and been around R. Kelly has been FBI informants, and this day was coming long, long time ago. Coming from a long time ago. And back in '08 when he beat that case, when he was found innocent of that case, that wasn't supposed to happen. And what killed me is when the one lady came out after they convicted R. Kelly. She said R. Kelly would be a convicted sexual predator for the rest of his life. And that reminded me when Nancy Pelosi came out and said Donald Trump will be a forever impeached president. Yo, USA hoes, you African Americans, you black people, y'all take y'all ass back to Africa, anywhere in Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, no land ass people, USA hoes.